As I begin this recording, a friendly reminder, please keep your audio and video disabled at all times. That'll make sure that you do not show up in the recording. Also, nothing put in the chat will appear in the recording. I'm going to stop sharing, and Kristen, you're welcome to take over.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Hello, it's nice to be here again for another yoga session. Let me adjust and make sure that you can see me. There's my chair back there. So if you would, just get yourself comfortable in your chair. And let me adjust one more time, excuse me. Okay. So when you sit in your chair, please make your feet about hip width distance apart. Put your hands on your knees, roll your shoulders down and back. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths here, in and out through your nose. Just become present here in this moment, not thinking about your grocery list or anything that's going to happen this weekend or anything that happened during the week. Just taking the time here to focus on being here right now. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your hands on your knees. Feel your hips sitting in the chair. And then gently roll your shoulders down and back and feel that openness through the chest. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the lower belly up and in. Take a big breath in. And then very slowly and gently let it out. Just like that again, big breath in, fill up. And exhale, empty completely. Another big breath in. And exhale it out. Feel free now to open your eyes. Let's do a few neck rolls with your eyes either open or closed. So gently tuck your chin into your chest and big rolls one way. Still paying attention to your breath and knowing that first thing in the morning, you might be a little tight. You might hear your neck pop a little bit. And then go the other way. And then come back to center and let's roll out our shoulders. So big rolls forward with your shoulders. And then roll backwards. And again, once you start this movement, you might not have been aware that your neck was tight or that your shoulders were tight. And now that you've got this movement involved, maybe you become aware of it. So in that sense, yoga is both diagnosing what's wrong, I've got tight shoulders, as well as therapeutic. You get the movement involved and hopefully we loosen things up. All right, so let's do another shoulder opener. So take your hands, reach them behind, grab a hold of the chair, lean forward and look up toward the ceiling. Feel your shoulders stretch, your chest stretch, your throat stretch. Take a big breath in and out. And release. And now interlace your fingers behind your head. Sit up nice and tall and gently tuck your chin into your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Big breath in, lift your chest, and breathe out. Another big breath in and out. Take your left hand over your head toward your ear. Stretch your right arm out to the right. You can either stretch it or grab your chair, whichever one feels better. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, gently pull your ear towards your shoulder. Feel that stretch in the side of your neck. And we'll do the other side. Right hand over your head toward your ear. Stretch your arm out. Big breath in and out. And release. And now we'll do a side body stretch. So grab a hold of your chair and bring your arm up and over. It feels good to look up toward the ceiling. That helps keep your chest lifted. If it doesn't feel good, then you can just look straight ahead. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your arm up and over. And then inhale, slowly come up, and we'll do the other side. Look up toward the ceiling, stretching your arm, opening through your chest. Big breath in and out. Inhale, come back up to center, and now we'll twist. Take your arm either over to your knee, or you can grab a hold of your chair. Take your other hand, reach it back behind you. Big breath, pull your belly in. As you exhale, look over your shoulder twist. Breathe in, stretch up tall. Breathe out and twist. Another big breath, stretch up. Breathe out and twist. Slowly untwist, and we'll do the other side. So reach around, grab a hold of your chair or your knee. Reach back behind you. Big breath, stretch up. Breathe out, look over your shoulder twist. Breathe in, stretch up tall. Breathe out and twist. Another big breath, stretch up, pull the belly in. Exhale and twist. And untwist. All right, so let's work down. So now we'll work on our waist and our hips. So go ahead, interlace your fingers and grab a hold of one knee. And we're going to do big circles with our knee. And depending on your flexibility, it might be big, it might be small. You just move them around. So first, roll your knee one way, loosening up your hips, and then circles the other way. And place that foot back down, and we'll do the other side. Grab a hold of your knee, circles inward. Sitting up nice and tall as you do this. And out. And go at your own pace always, and then drop that knee back down. And now let's work into our ankles. So look down at your feet, make your feet hip width distance apart. Notice if your toes are pointing in or pointing out. You want to try to get your feet in one line, and then just gently lift your heels up. Come up as high as you can on your toes. And then bring your heels down and lift your toes up. And maybe you feel the back of your calf muscles and your ankles stretch. A few more times like that. Toes down, heels up. Feel your calf muscles work when you do this. And then heels down, toes up. Stretch those same muscles. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. All right, so we got some mobility going. Let's work on some strength. So go ahead and lift one leg up. Kick your heel away from you and pull your toes back toward your face. And then remember, I know I've said this before, go ahead and tap that big muscle group that we want turned on, the quads, right? So we want that thigh nice and contracted, using your strength to hold yourself up. Now, if you're like me and you're sitting further back into your chair and this is a little bit easy, you can make it a little bit more challenging by scooching forward in your chair a little bit more, having to hold up more of your leg. And so really turn those muscles on, sit up nice and tall. And as we do this, now we're going to roll out our ankles. So still contracting the thigh muscle, but at the same time, getting some movement through the ankle and the foot. Take a nice, long, deep breaths. And once you do a few rolls one way, as always, do it the other way. And now kick your heel away from you, pull your toes back toward your face, and then point your toes away from you. Still working that big muscle group. Toes back, heel forward. Toes forward, point. Stretch the top of your foot. One more, pull your toes back toward your face. And then toes away from you. And release that leg back down. Hopefully you feel those muscles work. Let's do the other side. Lift your leg up. Go ahead and tap that big muscle group that should be working. Turn them on. Kick your heel forward, pull your toes back, and now we'll do the circles. So big circles inward. And then out. Keeping that heel up or that leg up, keeping those muscles working. Pull your toes toward you, stretching the back of the ankle and the calf. And then exhale, toes away from you, stretching the top of your foot 3 times. Heel forward, toes back. Exhale, toes forward, stretch the top of your foot. One more, kick your heel away from you. And toes away from you. And place that leg back down. All right, Now we're going to do some standing postures. You can, and we're going to do the same thing with the feet. We're going to start. If you would prefer to stay in your chair, please feel free to do the same thing in your chair. Otherwise, you can stand up and come to the back of your chair if you'd like, or to the side of your chair, whichever one feels good for you. If you're in the back of your chair, you can put both hands on your chair for stability. If you're on the side of your chair, it's a little bit more challenging, right? But you still have one hand available for you. All right, feet hip width distance apart. Same thing that we did in the chair. Lift your heels up, come up on your toes. Hold it here. And then relax back down. We'll do that 3 times. Come up on your toes, keep your belly in, shoulders back. And then bring it down. One more. And bring it down. All right, now from here, holding onto our chair, we're gonna do chair pose. And so it's sitting in an invisible chair that isn't there. So if you're sitting in your chair, you can try to hover your hips up off the chair. If you're standing like me, you can either hold onto your chair or bring your arms up over your head, take a big breath in. As you exhale, sit down in the invisible chair. And it may be a bar stool, and that's okay. But get a little squat going in your legs, pull the belly in, find one spot to focus on, take a big breath in, working the strength of the legs again, and out. Another big breath in. As you exhale, release, straighten those legs. All right, we're gonna do some warrior postures. So now right leg forward, left leg back. Get into your lunge. Remember, your right heel will be in line with your right hip, your left heel will be in line with your left hip. Your backside foot is at a 45-degree angle. Make sure you can see your toes in front of your knee, protecting your knee joint. And then warrior 1, your arms are up over your head. All right, we're gonna move with our breath. So take a big breath in. As you exhale, open your arms for warrior 2. Inhale, stretch your arms up, open up through the chest and the throat. Exhale, open your arms, warrior 2. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and feel that stretch your chest as well. Inhale, arms up, stretch up. Exhale, open your arms, warrior 2. All right, this time we're gonna move with the bottom half of the body as well. So when we inhale, we're gonna stretch up and straighten that leg. And then as we exhale, maybe you can go a little deeper into your lunge. Inhale, arms up, stretch up. Exhale, lunge down. Inhale, arms up, stretch up. Exhale, lunge down. And release. All right, let's do the other side. So now left leg forward, right leg back. Hold onto your chair whenever you need to. Line your heel up with your hip, backside foot 45-degree angle, toes visible in front of your knee. Also, too, be mindful if maybe your knee is caving in, and if it is, just gently guide it over your big and your second toe. Inhale, arms up over your head, stretch up for warrior 1. Exhale, open your arms, warrior 2. Inhale, arms up, stretch up. Exhale, open your arms, warrior 2. Inhale, arms up, stretch up. Exhale, open your arms, warrior 2. All right, now bottom half of the body as well. Inhale, straighten the leg, look up. Exhale, open your arms, warrior 2. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, maybe you can go a little deeper. Last one, inhale, stretch up. And exhale, lunge. And release. All right, now that we've warmed up the lower half of the body, we're also going to work on a few balancing poses. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. So remember, always using the chair if you need help with your balance. And then as you progress little by little, then you can let go of the chair. And then remember, balance is a skill that you can develop outside of a yoga class. Anytime you are standing anywhere, washing the dishes or brushing your teeth, you can work on your balance by lifting a leg up, right? And that's what we're gonna do right now. So look down at your feet, get your 2 feet in one line, shift your weight to your right leg. You can have a little bend in your knee if you want to, but try to keep this thigh contracted. And then lift your left knee up and hold your knee. Now, if you cannot reach down and grab your knee, that's okay. Maybe you lift it up and hold your knee up. It actually calls for more strength. All right, and remember, if you fall out, you get back in. Find one spot to focus on. Maybe you put your hand on your hip, take a big breath in. As you exhale, gently open your leg out to the side. You will notice that will challenge your balance as well. And then stretch your arm out. So all of these things are just adding to that challenge of balancing. And then if it feels okay, you can slowly look over your fingers, and that will really challenge your balance. And then bring it back to the center and let it down. All right, we'll do the other side. Look down at your feet, distribute the weight evenly, lift your knee up. Find one spot to focus on. Take a breath in. Breath out, open the leg out to the side. Slowly stretch your arm out. And then slowly look over your fingers. Bring it back to the center. And mindfully drop it down. Okay, and now we'll do tree pose. Remember, if you're in the chair, you're sitting and you can place your foot onto your calf muscle. If you are standing, again, situate yourself, make sure your toe and heel are in one line, leg muscle contracted, belly engaged, and then you can start here with a tripod, bringing your heel onto your ankle. If you would like to go further, you can go to your calf. And then eventually, if you'd like, you can go all the way up to your thigh. Wherever you are, pull the belly in, roll the shoulders down and back, and then, if it feels good, hands together in the center of your chest. Here again, if you wobble, if you fall out, totally okay, just get back in. Establishing that growth mindset with yoga. And then slowly stretch your arms. If you'd like to try to go further, then you start to look up toward the ceiling. Notice how that challenges your balance as well. That's what we want. And then maybe you get some movement. Maybe you close your eyes. Hopefully, over the course of all these classes, you're starting to see improvement in your balance. That's the goal, right? So the goal isn't to be able to hold tree pose the entire time, although that's wonderful if you can. The goal is to improve your balance on a daily basis. All right, let's switch sides. Again, heel can go onto your ankle, calf, or thigh. Hands together. Slow down your breathing. Focus your eyes. And then when you're ready, stretch your arms. Move at your own pace. If it feels good, then you can start to look up toward the ceiling. And then again, if you'd like to get some movement or close your eyes, do something where your balance is challenged, and then you try to catch yourself, right? See if you can regain your balance. And release. Great work. All right, come back to your chair. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do a little bit of core work while we're sitting in the chair. So roll your shoulders down and back. Pull the lower belly up and in. Take your right leg and bring it over your left leg. Squeeze your legs together. So this is active. So normally when we sit, we're kind of hanging out like this. That's totally fine. But in yoga, we sit more mindfully, right? So sit up tall. Squeeze the legs together. So this is me relaxed. This is me squeezing in. Feel your inner thighs work. Pull the lower belly up and in. And now we're going to eagle our arms. What does that mean? Bring your right arm under your left arm. So you're stretching your shoulders here. Now, if you can grab a hold of your thumb or bring your hands together, great. If that's not accessible to you, that's totally fine. You can do here or here, but we're going to work it into eagle crunches. So come a little bit forward into your chair, squeeze your legs together, take a big breath in. Breathe out, touch your elbow to your knee. Feel those muscles crunching. You're also stretching through your lower back. Inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, touch your elbow to your knee. Squeeze your thighs in. Inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, squeeze everything in. And release. Fly your wings. Arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders out. All right, we're going to do the other side. So now left leg over your right leg, or whatever leg you did before. Just make sure you do the opposite one. Remember, no relaxed legs. Squeeze the legs in. So we're developing inner thigh strength by doing this. Draw the lower belly up and in, arms out, and then bring your left arm under your right arm. Making your beak this way, grabbing your thumb or hands here, or grabbing your shoulders, especially if you have tight shoulders, whichever one works. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale, touch your elbow to your knee. Inhale, look up, lift up, open up. Exhale, crunch and pull your belly in, keep squeezing your thighs in. Inhale, look up. Exhale and crunch. And release. It feels good, stretch up and then back down, release your legs. Okay, now we'll work into boat pose. So boat pose, I'll go to the sides and you can see what's happening. You want to come forward into your chair. The first step with boat pose is just leaning back slightly. With a straight spine, shoulders back, when you lean back, you're already going to feel the abdominal muscles begin to work. That's what we want. So especially if you're newer to yoga, this might be where you stay, just leaning back here at about a 30-degree angle, I suppose is what it is. That's step one. If you want to progress further, you can lift one knee up, right? And then we'll walk here. Boom, 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 boom. That's the walking, right? So that's step two, and you might be doing this in your chair. That's totally fine. If you think you can bring both knees up, grab a hold. Don't rest in the back of your chair. You're balancing here. And you'll feel when you bring your knees up, you'll feel the hip. Now, if you're walking, you just continue to walk. Maybe you feel your hip flexors turn on. Keep the belly in. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, you let those hands go and try to balance there. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Take a big breath in and let it out. We'll do that one more time. All right. So remember, step one, lean back. Stay here if you like. Step two, walking in place, toes lightly touching the ground. You may be doing this. Step three, both knees up at the same time, holding behind your knees and balancing. And then step four, hands go, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, let's stretch those muscles that we just worked. So this is kind of a seated warrior or a seated crescent lunge, depending on how you place your foot. You're going to turn your body toward the side just a little bit. And then this front leg, stretch it back behind you. So we just worked these muscles. Now we're going to stretch them. So if your heel can stay on the ground, keep your heel on the ground. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Grab a hold of the back of the chair and then bring your arm up and over and then pull your arm toward the back of the chair. Feel the muscles here, here, and all the way up into your belly stretch. Take a big breath in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Big breath in, let it out, and then inhale, slowly come up. Let's do the other side. So scoot yourself around in your chair, this front leg, stretch it back behind you. And here again, wherever your heel lands is totally fine. Everybody is different. You're tight in different places, or maybe you're very flexible in this posture. Take your hand back behind you, grab a hold of your chair for stability, and then bring your arm up and over. If it feels good, you can look up or look straight ahead, whichever one feels better for you. Big breath, lift your chest, breathe out, pull your arm back behind you. Big breath, stretch up, breathe out, pull. Another big breath. Exhale out, pull, and slowly come up. All right. Now we'll work into a figure 4 stretch. This is one of my favorite ones that you can do. So just like with the eagle pose, this is how you normally sit. Most people sit like this as well, but you can work it into a great stretch. So bring your heel onto your knee, scooch forward in your chair just a little bit. Now, depending on your hips, your knee might be coming way up, and that's totally fine. If you start to feel tugging in the knee in this posture, then you back off. Feel free to sit however it's comfortable and then just wait for us to finish this one. But we don't want a pulling in your knee here at all. The more you flex your foot, however, the more you can kind of keep that knee safe. So you want to flex the foot, and then maybe your knee starts coming down a little bit further. I feel a big stretch in my outer hip, which is why I really like it. And then to deepen it with a straight spine, you simply begin to fold over your leg. As you fold over your leg, you increase that stretch of that outer hip. You'll also might feel the stretch in your lower back as well. And then this is yoga, so we're always moving with our breath. So big breath. As you exhale, fold. And then maybe you can go down all the way. Maybe it's just a few inches. Not a big deal either way. The most important thing is how you feel in your body right now. Big breath. And exhale. Slowly release. We'll do the other side. And here's, especially with a lot of people, is where you recognize imbalances in the body. So maybe on one side, your knee comes way up and on the other side, it doesn't. Good information for you to have and good reason to do all the yoga postures on both sides. Flex your foot, notice your knee, be gentle with your knee, roll your shoulders down and back, big breath, lengthen up, and then gently begin to fold over. Go with your breath. No judgment at all as to how flexible or inflexible you are. Just know that you're here to make yourself feel better. As you exhale, maybe you fold a little deeper. And slowly release. Legs down. Great work. All right, roll your shoulders down and back. We're going to finish off this with the sequence that we began. So take a hand down to the chair, bring your arm up and over, look up toward the ceiling, stretch the side body again. And then we'll work into that twist. So now take your hand either to your knee or to the chair. Take a big breath, stretch up, breathe out, look over your shoulder, twist, and hopefully you feel a little bit looser than you did 30 minutes ago. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your shoulder, twist. Big breath, lengthen. Breathe out and twist. Come back through to center. Now, other side. Grab a hold of your chair, look up toward the ceiling, stretching the side of your body. Inhale and exhale. Big breath in. Exhale, pull. Then bring your hand over to the side of your knee or to your chair. Reach back behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your shoulder, twist. Inhale, lengthen up, pull the belly in. Exhale and twist. One more big breath in, stretch up. Breathe out and twist. And untwist. So we systematically worked from our head and our neck to our shoulders, down our waist, side body stretch, twist, leg strength, leg mobility, hip mobility, ankle mobility, balance, all of these things in a very short little yoga class. And now we'll end with our neck stretches. So interlace your fingers behind your head, keep your spine nice and long, and gently tuck your chin into your chest. Big breath. And exhale, pull. Take your hand over your head toward your ear, stretch your arm out to the side, and gently pull. Other side. And gently pull. And release. All right. Get yourself comfortable in your chair however you'd like. So we'll end the last few minutes with some breath work as well as a quick little love and kindness meditation. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So get comfortable in your chair however you'd like, however that looks for you. And we'll start with 4 square breathing. So 4 square breathing, you're going to breathe in as I count to 4. You're going to hold as I count to 4. You're going to exhale as I count to 4 and hold as I count to 4. As with any breathing exercise that you're led through, if something doesn't feel good or if it creates stress or anxiety in your body, then just ignore the instructions and breathe deeply. However, this 4 square breathing, if done and it feels okay for you, is really effective on helping your increasing your lung capacity as well as just focusing on your breath. All right, so get yourself comfortable, close your eyes. Get yourself ready by taking a big breath in and let it out. And we'll do 3 of those breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Big breath in and let it out. Staying comfortable in your chair, however that looks for you. Keep your eyes closed, roll your shoulders down and back. And now we'll do our loving kindness meditation, which is perfect for this time of year with Thanksgiving coming. So take a big breath in and let it out. And please picture now someone in your mind who you love very much. Picture their face in your mind and say to them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain. May you live in peace. Take a big breath in. Let it out. And now please picture an acquaintance, someone from work or the grocery store or the library. Picture their face in your mind and say to them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain. May you live in peace. Big breath in and out. And now please picture in your mind someone with whom you have issues. Someone maybe who upsets you or hurts you or just rubs you the wrong way. Picture their face in your mind and say to them, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain. May you live in peace. Big breath in. Let it out. And now say these words to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from pain. May I live in peace. And then maybe slowly open your eyes, interlace your fingers and stretch your arms up over your head if that feels good. And come back to a comfortable seated position. Hands together in the center of your chest. Take a breath in. Let it out. All that is good within me honors and is grateful for all that is good within you. Together we say, Namaste.